Welcome to One Or Boat.
Welcome back to One Or Boat in our series, Super Shorts. I'm in the studio live today from San Diego, California with my good friend Rob. We're going to be talking about the emerging artist Falling in Reverse. You just saw them in concert a couple weeks ago. They have a new song out it's just killing it. I just want you to start off with, tell me about the show, tell me about the song.
All right, so the song is called "Popular Monster." It's absolutely their big tracking single at the moment. And let me tell you, the first time I heard it, I put my music on tell Siri to play me some random metal while I'm working out or whatever. Right, this song comes on, and I literally just stop working out. I'm just like, oh my gosh, this song is blowing me away right now. This is an amazing song. And I absolutely loved it. Fell in love with it.
I listened to it for the first time just a few minutes ago, and I started off with, I do not like this. This is, but then you get about 15 seconds into the song, and freaking Avenged Sevenfold jumped out of my speakers, and I was like, "Whoa, okay, you've got me. You reeled me in."
Mhm.
And it is a tight band with it is just over the top, loud and hard and
Mhm.
fast, and everything I thought I would hear from a band like Avenged Sevenfold. The fact that they're rapping or being creative with the vocals
Mhm.
in between the verses does not detract to me from the power of this band.
Right. And I'm glad that you used that word power, right? Because that's one of the things that immediately made me pay attention to these guys is just essentially how in your face can they get with this music? And to me, it's not just getting in your face, as much as can they adequately establish the emotion that they're feeling through the music that they're letting you hear, right? And
Yeah.
100% yes, you know what these guys are feeling, you know what they're about. It's like you could never have met these guys before in your life, and when they're done, you're just like, dude, I get it.
I know your
I
story.
know your story. I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
It's like,
I tell you, it's funny because I listen to music a lot, and being kind of like an ADD, ADHD kind of guy, when I'm at work, I can have my headphones on for 6 out of the 8 hours I'm getting paid.
mhm.
And just listening to, I just let Spotify do its thing. I've never heard these guys, and I've heard a lot of things. It was pretty impressive to just be blown away in the first 1 minute of a song
Mhm.
from someone I've never heard before,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, these guys are absolutely doing it. And so, like you said, I'd recently been to one of their concerts. They opened up for Avenged Sevenfold, right? Which I think
Right?
it was a great pairing. Like
Same crowd.
same crowd, and I don't know if I could pick a better like emerging band to open up for Avenged Sevenfold right now. Like name another, not just another metal band, another emerging metal band, right?
Well,
And it's
my
like
thing is what how many kids are in their garage trying to sound like Avenged Sevenfold to start
at
with?
least
I
five.
mean, it's a pretty well, at least
At least
5,
five.
but I mean it's a pretty technical type of music,
Yep.
and then you add on top of that this, oh, I almost hate to say it, but, emo style singing,
A little bit.
um, where it's definitely we're from the 2000s.
Right.
It's just definitely there's this sound of the vocals that sounds like vocals of hardcore bands,
Hmm.
metal bands from the early 2000s. And so to know that there's bands out there today carrying that torch is kind of cool. I
Yeah.
really think, like I would have never, if someone came to me and said, "Hey, you need to set up a tour for Vince Sevenfold and we need, over 5 regions, we need 5 opening acts." Who are you going to call? I mean, just off the top of your head, you know, um, These guys.
These guys.
Now that
Yeah.
I know them, falling in
And
reverse.
so,
Yes.
there's not really a whole lot of other bands I think that I would go to. And like I said, especially in that more emerging realm, there's a million metal bands, and some of them have been around, maybe, or at least been popular, I suppose, longer than Falling in Reverse, because I think their popularity is just now starting to climb.
Right.
So I think there's
I mean, they have songs back in 2019, so,
right.
I mean, they've been here for a
They've
minute.
been here for a minute. Their popularity is just now starting to get up there. So there's other metal bands that have been around a lot longer that might make a good opening act. Like a good example, also recently opened up for Avenged Sevenfold, Atreyu.
Yeah.
Atreyu was playing in the late '90s. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they've been around.
I
They're not emerging anymore.
I was recently talking to a punk band, and, they were talking about how they wanted to get they're trying to develop a heavier sound,
Mhm.
and I said, "You might need to listen to some Sepultura." And they were
Ooh,
like, "What? Who?" And I'm like, "Dude, if you want heavy,
yeah.
and so Atreyu would have been a good one to tell them as
Atreyu
well,
would have been a good,
is,
yeah.
it's definitely not punk rock,
No.
but if you're trying to get a certain sound, add some depth to your lineup,
Mhm.
you could choose worse.
You could choose
Yeah,
worse.
you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I'm glad you brought these guys to me. I would have never found them on my own, and to say I'm blown away is it's just the tip of it. I
Yeah.
will definitely be diving into this.
Yeah, and so also let me just finish really quick with, if you have the chance ever to watch these guys in concert, please go do it. These guys, they got the energy to back up their sound. They're marching around the stage the whole time. They're pumping up the crowd. They're just going wild. And man, it was a really, really amazing experience, especially from an opening act. And to be severely honest, there aren't a whole lot of opening acts that I've seen that have blown me away like these guys did, and that's both visually and audibly. Like these guys killed the whole thing. If you can watch them in concert, do it. If you can't, download their music.
I'm definitely gonna check them out on YouTube to see if they have some live stuff.
You'll be impressed.
Dude, thank you so much. We'll do this again, I promise.
Absolutely, can't wait.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Before we go, don't forget to subscribe to our podcast if you haven't already. And if you found value in what we shared today, please consider leaving us a review on your favorite podcast platform. Your feedback means the world to us, and it helps others discover the show too. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions for future episodes, we'd love to hear from you. You can reach out to us on social media or through our website.